Alexandra Eala, says if she feels pressured by her huge Filipino support. Alexandra Eala won her first match at the inaugural Philippine Women's Open on Monday, defeating Alina Alexejewna Tscharajewa in straight sets. In front of her Filipino supporters in Manila, Eala was able to comfortably defeat her Russian opponent 6-1, 6-2. It was the perfect way for Eala to bounce back following her loss in the Australian Open first round, where she played in front of a raucous Filipino crowd in Melbourne. Eala has become one of the most popular players on the WTA Tour, with her Filipino supporters seemingly present at every tournament she plays. After defeating Tscharajewa on Monday, Eala said whether she felt pressured when playing in front of her Filipino supporters. Alexandra Eala says there's a bit of added pressure when playing in front of Filipino fans. In her post-match press conference, captured by Tennis Asia, Eala spoke about the special feeling of playing her first professional match in the Philippines. She said, "I think it holds a special place in my heart. My first ever professional match at home, and I was able to spend it around family and around supporters, and surrounded with love. So it's very special." Eala, who was sent messages by Coco Gauff and Victoria Mboko ahead of the tournament, later admitted that there's a level of pressure when playing in front of her compatriots. "Yeah, I would say there's a bit of added pressure, but yeah, that's the job. The job comes with pressure, and as Billie Jean King says, pressure is a privilege." Eala said, "I'm learning how to handle it in my own ways, and I'm happy with how I performed today." Later in the press conference, Eala was asked to comment on her ability to raise awareness for Filipinos on a global stage. Eala's influence alone has undoubtedly transformed the exposure of Filipino tennis, a responsibility the 20-year-old takes in her stride. "I think I do my best because I know that, especially in international stages, I represent quite a big demographic, and it's such an honor to have the support and this community rally behind me," Eala continued. "So I do my best to give back to them and do what I can through my tennis and through my hard work. And sometimes, when all this attention and all of this pressure gets overwhelming for me, that's kind of what I repeat to myself. And that's what makes me feel small again and pulls me back to the ground. You know, the everyday person, not only Filipinos. It's just everyone around the world has their own struggles. And in the end, it's a privilege to live out my dreams. I'm a professional tennis player. I've worked my whole life to be a professional tennis player. I'm at the top of the game, so I have so much to be lucky, to feel lucky for, despite the challenges that come with my job." Alex Eala's on-court reaction. During her on-court interview after defeating Tscharajewa, Eala again discussed the pressure of playing in her home country. She said, "Pressure is part of my job, and a lot of people ask me how I handle it. And of course, there's added pressure playing at home. But it's nothing compared to the pressures that regular, everyday Filipinos have to face providing for their families. It's nothing compared to what my parents have sacrificed to bring me here. So I'm doing my best, and I try to enjoy it. I think it's such a full-circle moment to see how far tennis has come in the Philippines. I think playing matches and seeing my two worlds collide, being in Manila and the WTA Tour, is so full circle and so emotional for me because it's allowed me to reflect on how far I've come, and it makes me proud." Who could Alex Eala play in the next round? Eala, the second seed in Manila, will face Gimeno Sakatsum or now Hibino in the Philippine Women's Open round of 16. Eala has played Sakatsum once, losing to the Japanese player 6-0, 6-3 at the 2023 Japan Championships. Eala has never played now Hibino on the WTA Tour. If Eala were to win against Sakatsum or Hibino, she would face Camilo Osorio or Mahantama in the quarterfinals.